Till now, we have covered the dashboard part and to whom you will approach if you have any query or any issue. Next topic is your company setup. So for company setup, you have to go into configuration. You will find the very first option, that is of company setup. Just click on that. These seven setups will come in front of you, and these seven setups, whatsoever thing you are doing here, its implementation you will be able to find in these all modules. So the first one is your basic setup. Basic, as the name suggests, you have to mention each and every details related to your company here into this basic setup only, like your company name, then the company print name. For say you want some other name to be printed on your invoices or vouchers, in that case you can add that name into the print name. Then the short name, if there is any short name for your company, so you can add that short name here. Next one is your code. This code is same that I have explained earlier to you, that is assigned by Align Books to you when you are purchasing license here. The next one is for logo. If you want to add a logo of your company, in that case, simply you just have to click on select image. Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah, see, the time you will click on select image, it will redirect you to your file manager. So from there, you can select the logo of your company. The next block is related to your address and your company details, like what's your address of your company, then the country, states, and city. States we have already created as per the GST code, so you are not required to make any change in this. But cities you have to create. For creating a new city, you just have to click here. You have to click on this plus icon. Okay, mention the city name. For example, I am creating Jammu. Then you have to select the under state. It's Jammu and Kashmir. And save. You can see the city is created. So this way you can create your cities. Then there are other details also, like your PIN code and your company, your phone number, your email ID. Then if you want to mention any print address for your vouchers, so you can mention that address here. Then your social details like website, Facebook, Skype, Twitter. The next one is the statutory details, that is most important in your basic setup. It includes all your legal details, like your company related legal details, like your company's PAN number, TAN number, CIN number, then your GST number. If you want to manage your GST from software, in that case, this is a mandatory field. You have to mention your GST number here. Then your GST username, and your firm is GST registered or like unregistered, or it works under composition scheme, you can select it from here. Then which goods or services you are dealing in goods or services or in both, you have to select that option from here. Then if you have any marketplace URL, then you can select that marketplace, like mention that URL here. Next one is for your drug license number. If you have any drug license, you can mention here. If you have any other license, like if we are talking about like if you are dealing in gold business, so in that case you have a hallmark certified license kind of thing, so you can mention that caption here and the license number here. Same in the case of FSSAI, many people have the license of that. In that case, you just have to mention the license name and the license number here. Then the next most important point came is turnover less than 5 crore. So one thing you have to make sure that if your turnover is less than 5 crore, in that case you have to mark this option. Otherwise, whenever you will be filing GST, through the software, or you are trying to download your JSON file, it will show you a error. Because if your turnover is less than 5 crore, in that case, you have the HSN code of 4 digits. But if the amount is more, in that case, you have a HSN code of 6 and 8 digits. So make sure that if your turnover is less than 5 crore, so you have to mark this box. That's why I'm repeating it again and again. Then simply you have to save. Your basic setup is done. Next one is your general setup. The first option is for multi-currency. So if you are dealing in multi-currency, you can on this option. If you will on this option, whenever you will be creating any voucher in there, you will get an option for selecting the currency and the conversion rate, like what's the conversion rate and ratio to your Indian rupee. So you have to mention that. Then the next one is your base currency. So if you are from India, so your basic currency will be Indian rupee. But if you are from any other nation, in that case, you can select your base currency from here. Next option is remove currency symbol in reports. So you can see I have switched this option on. So whenever I will be opening any of my reports, it will be showing you the amounts only. No currency symbol is shown here. So if you want to remove, in that case, you can switch this option on. Next one is for multi-location. So if you have like so if you are dealing into like multiple location, you have more than 2 locations or 2 location. In that case, you can switch this multi-location option on, and then you can manage your both the locations from one software only. For that, you will get all the configurations here only in the configuration. Here is the option for branch. So you can do all the setup from here for your locations. Then here we have also given the option for labeling, like what label you want to give. You want to call it as branch or division. Some people call it as department, and the grocery store people used to call it as stores, like we have multiple stores. So in that case, you can do the labeling setting from here. Next one is very important, that is your business type. In which type of business you are dealing. So what business you are selecting here, it will be like the settings will be implemented in your like other levels. Here you will get all kind of businesses like your books and stationery, job work, hotel, mobile store, tour and travel, trading business, grocery store, or optician. So you can select accordingly. Next one is your book start date. So book start date doesn't means the date you started using Align Book. Book start date means the date you started maintaining your accounting. So if you are using any other software before to Align Book, or you are maintaining manually your entries, and now you want to feed all your data into Align Book software, in that case, you can mention the book start date from that year and onward. It's simply like its implementation you will be able to see here when I will go here to change the financial year. So see, I have mentioned 2016, that's why I am able to see years from 2016. If I am changing it, I am making it as 2020. I will save it. I will refresh my page. Now you can see I am getting 2 options only, that is from 2020 and 2021. So whatsoever date you are mentioning into book start date, that will show effect on your change financial period directly. Next we have is what is applicable in your sales and purchase, GST applicable or VAT applicable, or it's like nothing is applicable. You can do the setup. Then same with the CES setting, you can make your CES setting from here in the general setup. Next, we have manage document history. So if you will switch this option on, then you will get a particular kind of report into your report section with the name of voucher log, where you can see that how many vouchers or what all vouchers you have created in that specific period. Like I have on that option, so here I am getting an option for voucher log. If I will open this report, so wait, just let me change the filter. Okay, so see from here I can see that I have made a bill payment, then estimate, then issue request to production floor, then job work outward, material issue for job work, material issue to production floor. I can see all the invoices that I have created till now in the software. So this is very useful. Like if you want to match your data, or if there is any like mismatching into your data, then simply you can go into that report and you can check that what all invoices you have created. Next, we have show sample company option. So like if you will switch this option on, I have off. If you will switch this option on, then when you will come here to change your company, you will be able to see one more company with the name of sample company. So in case like when we are giving any new features, or there are many features into the software that can't be deleted. So in that case, you can like open that company and work there for learning that how that feature is working. Next one is vendor for parent company and parent company. This is a parent and child company setup. So if you want to go with that parent and child company setup, just raise a support ticket from here and our team will be coordinating with you for this to make your setup. Next option is for aging. Aging days customer, aging days vendor, and aging days stock. This is very useful. Let's start with aging days stock. These days in the boxes are editable. You can edit these days as per your. So if I'm talking about aging days stock, so if you are into if you are maintaining batch wise inventory, or if you have expiry and manufacturing period for your stocks, in that case this is very useful. Like you can mention the number of days, and for this you will get a particular report related to your aging, that yeah, it's being 3 days and is this particular stock is still into your warehouse, you haven't sold it yet. It's being 5 days, 7 days, so you will be having an idea. Yeah, okay, so in 15 days this will be expired, so I need to sell this stock first before to any other. So this is very useful in that case, like into your inventory management, and it helps in reducing your inventory wastage. Same in the case of aging days vendor and aging days customer. For this also you will get a particular report into our report section. So from here you can easily analyze like how it's being 10 days you haven't paid the amount to your vendor. Similarly, it's being 7 days your customer has taken the item on credit and haven't paid the amount to you yet. So this is very useful at that time for your like managing your receivables and payables. Next, we have the option for SMS URL and WhatsApp URL. So for this, you are required to go with the integration. Thereafter, you will get these URL and you can mention that here. Same, you will get some setup related to your email configuration and CVS's mobile app. And just save. Next one is your sales setup. So in between sales and purchase, I will be explaining sales only because both are same. So please just try the purchase setup. Make sure that you are doing your purchase setup. And in that, if you are facing any issue or any query, then reach out to us. This is our support option. Raise a ticket or call on our IVR number. In sales setup, the first option you will get for customer label, like what labeling you want. So if I'm talking about a hospital, for them their patients are their customer. Similarly, if we are talking about a college or a school, for them their students are their customer. So as per your business type, you can select the customer labeling from here. Next one is for your logistic detail. So if you want to mention your logistic details into your sales invoice, in that case, you can switch this option on. Next option is for credit control. So if you want to limit the credit of your customer, in that case, you can switch this option on. And when you will be creating any customer, you will get the option for credit control. There you have to mention the credit limit. Once that limit will be met, software will give a clear cut error of like credit limit met, and it will not create any invoice against that customer on credit. So if you want to use this option, you can switch it on. Next one is your document classification option. So let me brief this to you with the help of example. Like if I'm talking about a mall, so they have like different segments. They have clothing also, they have footwear also, they have beauty products also, they have grocery items also, and they have the you can say fast food corners also. So they have different category there. So in that case, if you want to categorize your vouchers, means your bills, according to like your segments, in that case you can switch this option on, this document classification. And when you will be creating a voucher, there you will get the option for category. So you can select the category and you can make the voucher accordingly. So this option you will get everywhere, in your sales setup also, in purchase setup also, and in inventory setup also. Next one is your salesman wise billing. So if you have the concept of salesman, in that case you can switch this option on. And in this also you will get two options, that is on document level, means the salesman is common for all the item, or the salesman is varied from item to item. So you can do the setup from here. Same in the case of agent wise billing. If you have the concept, you can turn this option on. Next, and the most important option is text in rate, means your text behavior. What text behavior you are opting. So there are two kind of text behavior. The first one is inclusive, and the second one is exclusive. If you are charging, if or you are selling any product like plus GST, like this is the amount for the item, and you have to pay plus GST on that. So this is the case of exclusive, but you have already included the amount of tax into that particular item's price. That is your inclusive. So if I will talk about inclusive example, so all the grocery item, the tax is already included in that. But if you have purchased, like when you purchase the Align Book software, there the tax behavior was exclusive. As what we have said, this is the price, plus you have to pay 18% of GST on that. So that was the case of exclusive. But in case like it varies from party to party, for for few parties you are making the bills on inclusive, for few you are making on exclusive. So you can keep it document based, and while creating the voucher, there you will get the option to select that this bill is inclusive or exclusive. Next option you will get for sales stock posting and sales return stock posting. So if we are talking about sales means your stock will be decreased. Okay, so when you want your stock effect, when you are creating invoice, or when you are creating your packaging list, means you have just created your dispatch, or when you on your first document, like you have created estimate, or any first document that you are creating like estimate or any sales order, so at that time only your stock will be affected. So you can do the setting from here. Same in the case of sales return, when you want your sales return to affect your stock, then you will get the round off option here, at what level you want your document amount to be rounded off, and what will be your posting ledger, it will be text wise or item wise. The next option here you will get for sales rate based on purchase markup. This is very useful for those business type, like those who have the fixed markup based sales. Like you have a fixed strategy, whatsoever you are whatsoever item you are buying, you will be selling it after keeping a markup for 40% or 50% or 20%. So in that case, what you can do, you can switch this option on, and whenever you will be creating the item, there you will get the option for purchase markup. Just mention your percentage. What software will do, software will auto populate the sales amount on the basis of your purchase amount, keeping your markups. In this you will get one more option for like your markup should be calculated before tax or after tax. Then the next one is sales select rate category on document. So if you have created any price list or any rate category, in that case you can switch this option on, and there you will get the option for rate category. Next one is input billing charges on dispatch. So if I will be showing you a dispatch for now, I have off this option. You can see there is no billing charges detail here into my dispatch. It's just the grid. There is no billing charges like what's the total amount, what's the taxable, and all these things. So if you want this billing setup into your dispatch also, in that case, you can switch this option on input billing charges on dispatch. Next one is select MRP in sales if stock with multiple MRP. So this is useful for them. Like if you have purchased the same item, if I'm taking example of Lays, okay. So once I purchased a stock of Lays on 15 rupees, second time I purchased the same stock on 20 rupees. Third time I purchased the same stock on 18 rupees. Okay, so I have purchased the same product on three different prices. So if I am switching this option on and I will be making the invoices, sales invoice, in that case software will give me a pop-up, a box, from which category, like from which purchase stock I want to decrease my stock, like from the 15 rupees one, from the 18 rupees one, or from the 20 rupees one. So I can we can do the setup from here. Next one is sales rate based on purchase parent company. So this is for parent and child company setup. Next is show purchase price at the time of billing, show last sales rate, use B2B promotions. So if you want to use your promotions in B2B also, in that case you can switch this option on. Promotions will be the same that you have created in your point of sale, here in the point of sale. And if you are doing switching this option on, in that case you will get the same option here in the sales invoice for run promotion, and the promotions that you have created in your POS will be run here and the amount will be shown in promo discount. So if you want to use, you can switch this option on. Next one is use suggested or similar item. So this is very useful option. Sorry. This is very useful option. Like if I am taking an example of pharma store. So what happened? Like medicines are same, they have the same composition. It just they are like produced under different company. The same paracetamol comes with under Cipla also, under Himalaya also, under any other company also. So in that case, you can create a list of suggested item in the software only. And if a customer is coming to you and he or she is asking for that particular medicine and you didn't have that, in that case you can promptly tell them that yeah, we have these all things also which are same that you are asking for. And if I am taking an example of grocery store, so like if I am talking of a particular item like namkeen bhujia, so for in namkeen bhujia we have different like Haldiram also, Bikaner also, Parivar also, and many more. In that case you can create a list of suggested item or similar item, and whenever the customer is coming, you can simply like tell them that yeah, we have all these variety, which one you want. So like this will decrease your manual work. You will not be required to put out any manual list. You can simply do the billing and checking from the software only. Now if I'm talking about this whole software, so it is a generic software like that we have created by keeping in mind each and every kind of businesses, but every business have their own requirements. Like if I am talking about a hotel business, so check in and check out time is very important from them, but there is no relevancy of these two times for a grocery store or for a garment store. Similarly, if I am talking about any legal organization, so their PAN card number and Aadhaar card number is very important. But in the case of garment store, there is no relevancy of your PAN card number and Aadhaar card number. That's why here we have given few custom fields so that as per your business type, you can create these fields to maintain your data. So the first one is sales custom field. Means in this sales invoice, if you want to create any column or any UDF, so you can create that from the sales custom field. Like I have created timing, so you can see that timing is visible to me here. timing, and packaging type. Okay, now how to create it? You just have to mark this option. Then if it's a mandatory field, then keep it off. If it's not a mandatory field, in that case switch this option on. Mention the caption. For example, I am creating check-in time. Okay, and you just have to save. The time you will save it, your field will be created. Next one is customer custom field. So on the time of customer creation, if you want any additional field, you can mention, like create it from here. Like I have created Aadhaar card and PAN card and age. So this will be shown to me here. See, Aadhaar card, PAN card, and age. So you can mention these details. Next one we have, here we have two setups, that is billing setup at item level and billing setup at document level. So if I talk about item level, so there are many expenses or many discounts or coupons are there that are implied from item to item only. For example, if you are buying 3 pieces of X item, then you will get like 50% discount. So this is for item only, not on your whole document. Similarly, if I am talking about the transportation charges, in that case, that is charge on your whole document, not based on particular item. Similarly, there are many discounts, like if you are doing a shopping of 5,000 rupees, the total billed amount will be 5,000. Then you will get a discount for 20% or 50%. So that is on your document level. So those things which are from item to item, that you can create an item level, and those that depends on your whole document value, that you can create on document level. So wait, let me show you the things that you will be creating on item level, that will be shown to you here into the grids. Like I have created two itself, that is your coupons and discounts. So those two are shown here, that is coupon and discount. And in billing, in document level, I have created one, that is Dhamaka free. So that is shown here into my billing charges, Dhamaka free. So this is how you can like add the fields. Now how to create it? You just have to mention the caption for the field that you are creating. Then it will be charged like on the before tax amount or after tax amount. Then it will be based on calculation or fixed amount. If you are putting it as calculation, then like see here I have capped the coupon on calculation. So then here I am getting the option to mention the percentage, and on the base of that percentage, amount will be calculated. But if you want to keep it as fixed, like you have a fixed amount for 500 or 1,000 rupees, in that case you can keep it as fixed amount. Then it will be charged on which amount? On your basic value, means the item value, or the running total. Running total means the overall amount. If I am talking running total in the case of discount, so the amount will be basic value minus coupon amount. Then on that amount, on that particular amount, discount will be charged. So you can do the setup for this, like it will be charged on which value. Then it will be deduction or addition, or it will be floating. Floating means you will be deciding at that time only, like it's an addition or deduction. After that, you just have to save and your setup will be done. Same in the case of billing setup at document level, you can create and then just save. So this was all about your sales setup. I'm again repeating, I'm explaining just the sales setup. Purchase setup is same as sales. So make sure that you are doing your setups. And if in that case you are facing any issue or any query, you can reach out to us. You can raise a support ticket and our team will coordinate with you. Okay, next one is your inventory setup. The first option you will get in inventory setup is item stock unit option. Means Here you will get 3 levels for your stock maintenance. That is level 1 if you want to maintain only one quantity of your, like one unit of your item. For 2 level stock and pack, if you want to maintain 2 levels, that is of pack also and unit also, and 3 levels also. So if I am taking an example, so a pen, okay, there is a shop, they are selling one pen also, means in retail also they are selling a packet of pen also which include 5 pens, and they are selling a box of pen also which have 50 pens. So in that case you can do it on 3 levels, and when you will be billing one pen, the stock will be deducted as one. If you will be billing one packet, the stock will be deducted as 5 pen, and if you will be billing one box, the stock will be deducted as 50 pen. So this is very useful. You can do the setup and you can utilize this option. Next one is for warehouse. So if you have the concept of warehouse, you can switch this option on. But one thing you have to make sure that your warehouse is just used for storage purpose. There is no billing from that warehouse, because the universal concept of warehouse is just storage. And in case if you are doing any kind of billing from that warehouse, in that case you have to create the same warehouse in your branch. You can't like use this option. And similarly, if you have the warehouse and you want to manage it, in that case you have to go into configuration, and there you will get the option from warehouse, and you can do the configurations and setups from there. Next one is your barcode scan lookup. Like if you have the barcode concept, you can switch this option on. Then your barcode is based on what? On the item code or on the serial number or the barcode or batch number or jewelry tag number. You can do the setup. Next one is minimum stock level. So if I'm talking about any organization, so they have few items like which are mostly sold, like it's mandatory for them to keep that particular item in stock for always. For that reason only we have given the option for minimum stock level. If you will switch this option on while creating the item, you will get the option for maintaining the minimum level. Wait, let me show you. See, here you will get the option for minimum level. You just have to mention the minimum level. And whenever your stock will be crossed that minimum level, in that case, here on the main page only on the dashboard, you will get the option for below minimum. And you can check that, yeah, this item has been created the level, like I have created for tiffin, the minimum level should be 120. The balance is 0, and I need to maintain, like purchase 120 more tiffins to maintain my minimum level. So this is very useful in case of inventory management. Next one is on what basis you want your stock to be evaluated on FIFO, LIFO, and weighted average. Then if you have the sub item concept, you can switch this option on. In this also you will get two options, like item wise and color wise. For example, like if we are talking about paint, okay, the wall paints, in that they have different category, like insecticide and waterproofing and many more, and they have different colors in that also. So that will be created common for all item, like you have created sub items of their categories, and colors will be varied for all. And if it is item to item, like particular item have few sub items, then another item has few sub item, so you can do that way also. Here you will also get the option for document classification, and if you are switching this option on, then in these document, like in inventory documents, like a stock adjustment to enter branch receipt, you will get the option for category. Next one is very useful, that is separate print description. So if you want to add any additional description on your voucher, like if I am talking about additional description, I have on like turned this option. I'm selecting any item. Let's say this. Okay, just give me a minute. I selected the item. Now I am getting the option for print description, like what description you want to be printed on your invoices. So I want it to be printed as Ashirvad Atta only. I don't want the quantity to be printed, or I want something additional like any additional detail you want to mention, then you can like put it here and just okay, and this detail will be printed on your invoice without affecting the name of your item that you have created into your software. So this is very useful in the case of grocery stores, also in pharma stores also, because they can easily mention the doses, that how many times you have to take this medicine. In service sector also, they can like mention the additional things that they have done on that particular service. So you can switch this option on. Next, we have an inventory setup. Is item coding configuration. So each item in this software will get a particular code. So if you want to keep it manual, you can do. If you want it to be auto-numeric, so it will be automatically like assigned by software. If you want it to be on group basis, so it will be assigned on group basis only. Next one is item selection. You want it at item level or group level. For example, when here I was creating the invoice, I got the option for select item because I have kept it on item level. But if you are keeping it on group level, so first you will get an option to select group. Then what all items you have created under that group will be shown to you, and you can select from that particular item. So this is very useful for those organizations, for those businesses who have a large number of items, like who have 1,000 plus or 6,000 plus item. So in that case, they have to make their like inventory very properly, like categorized, and they can simply select the group and only those item will be shown, and easily they can choose out the item from that particular group. Next option is for allow negative stock. Make sure that you have switched this option on, because many time it happens that we have the physical good at our place, but we haven't made the financial entry of that particular goods in our software. So in that case, software will not make the bill. It will give you a clear error for insufficient quantity. That's why we have given this option, so that you can switch this option and software will make the bill and take your stock into negative. And whenever you will be doing the financial entry of that particular stock, the amount will be set off with the negative one. Next option is for maintain gross tire weight. So let me explain this with a help of example. If we are talking about the LPG cylinder, so in it have like the different, there is two weights. One weight is for the cylinder and another weight is for the gas inside that cylinder. Okay, so if you have that concept, like kind of concept in your business, if you are into the business of like oil, in that also the container have a bulk like heavy weightage. If you are into the business of grains, in that case also the packets have a heavy kind of weight. So you can switch this option on, and whenever you will be making the invoice, there you will get the option for gross amount, then the tier amount means the container amount, and software will automatically find out the price of that particular item, means quantity of that particular item. Then here you will get an option for free quantity. Free quantity is applicable in sales, purchase, or both. Then disallow unit change on document. If you will switch this option on, then while creating the invoices, you will not be able to change this particular unit. So what happens many times, like we have created the item into grams, and by mistake we build it like I changed it and I build it on the basis of kgs. So this will give a bad impact on our stock, because it will become quite difficult for software to manage your stock into grams also and in kgs also. That's why we have given this option, so that you can on it and you will be able to change the unit only when you are editing the particular item. Next option is for show bundle details on billing. So if you want your bundle details to be shown at the time of billing, you can switch this option on. Then item rate decimal, like how many points of decimal you want by into your item rates. Then your stock value in balance sheet should be shown on real time basis or not. Then issue to production flow should be treated as your consumption or just a flow transfer. Then duplicate item should be based on, like, if your barcode is same, then the item is duplicate, or if the name, even the name is same, then the item is duplicate, or like it's not required, you are okay with the duplicacy, you can do the setup from here. Here also you will get some custom fields like inventory document custom field. So in these inventories, like in these documents, you want to add any custom field, you can add it from inventory document custom field. In item master, you can like add from item master custom field. Then here you will get some item extended properties like your batch wise inventory. If you maintain the batch wise, if you want to maintain your inventory batch wise, you can switch this option on. In that also you will get two configuration. The first one is for like what all details you want on your into your batch: the manufacturer name, manufacturing date, and expiry date. You must have seen that many items, just the manufacturing date is mentioned, and after that it is mentioned that use before 15 month of the manufacturing, or just the expiry date is mentioned that the expiry date is 23rd of January 2025. There is no manufacturing date mentioned on that particular item. So you can do the setup like what all detail you want. Then you will get two formats for your expiry and manufacturer: month and year, or date, month and year. So you can do the setup. Then the next one is input dimension detail. So if you are into the business of furniture or glasses or any dimensional item, in that case you can switch this option on. And whenever you will be like creating, putting a purchase bill for that particular item, it will ask you for the dimensions like 4 by 6, 6 by 7, 8 by 2. You can mention the details. Next one is for your item serial number tracking. So if you are into the business of electronics, this is very important option for you, that if you want to track your item on serial number wise, then you can switch this option on. What you want as it is as a serial number or lot or item property, you can do the like option setting from here. Then how many serial fields you want, 1, 2, or 3. Like if I'm talking about a TV, so TV have just one serial number. But if we are talking about refrigerator, so in refrigerator you will be able to see two serial number. So how many serial number you want to be managed? Then it should be serial number or IMEI number. Like if you are into the business of mobile phone, so mobile phones have IMEI number. So you can do the configurations and you can manage accordingly. One thing you have to make sure, like these three options, that is batch wise, input dimension, and item serial number wise maintenance. These option, if you want to use, in that case you have to switch this option here also, and while creating the item there also you have to switch this option on. Here you will get the option like, see, I have just turned the input dimension, so I'm getting this option only. You have to switch this option from here also, then only while putting the purchase bill you will get the option for input dimension or batch wise or serial wise. So make sure that you are like turning the option on from both the place, in company setup also, and while creating the item also. Next, you will get an option for attribute based barcode. So if you are into the business of garment, this is very useful for you. If you want to create your barcodes on the basis of attributes, in that case, you can switch this option on. Then if you want to create multiple attribute in single line, you can on this option. Here we have given an option for material planning also, that is material requisition planning. So as per this option, software will give you a particular report for your stock that considering your last 10-day sales, how much stock you want for your next 15 days. You can edit these dates. Let's say I have made it 30 and 60. So on the report of my last 30-day, software will give me a particular report for my like for the 60 days, that how much stock I need. Then if you want to check your stock on the basis of sub items, you can switch this option on. If you want to manage your product brand wise, so in that case also you have to switch this option on, and while creating the item you will get the option for brand. Next one is your managed pick and pack. This is very useful. In that you will get two options, that is party wise and generic. So let's take an example of dairy. Like in dairy business, this is fixed that the customer will come and they will buy 2 liters of milk, one packet of bread, and one kg or half kg of curd. This is fixed in their case. So what they can do, they can simply create a pick and pack, and when the customer is coming, they will just select the pick and pack and they will bill. There is no requirement to like select the all three items individually. You can just make a pack and select and bill. Similarly, this is your party base. If we are coming on generic, so there is a generic kind of thing, like if a person is buying a cake, for sure they will take the knife with it, they will take the tag of happy birthday, happy anniversary, or happy new year with it, they will take a birthday cap or something like this. So in that case you can make a generic pick and pack, and just the customer is asking for cake, you just build the pick and pack and you just give them the bill. This will save your time. This is very useful in the case of pharma also, because there are many medicines uh, which are like predefined, that person is required to take both the medicines together. In that case also you can make a generic pick and pack, and whenever the customer is coming, you just have to select the pack, you build it. You are not required to select each and every item individually. Then you will get a like use line level optional barcode for FMCG product. You can switch this option on. You will get few more like custom field, attribute fields. Then you will get some setups related to your services and job card. So if you want your service date to be shown on your invoices, you can switch this option on. Same in the case of your service location. Then if you want to add any additional description field in your job card, then in that case you can like mention it here, and you just have to save. Next one is our finance setup. So you are not required to do any changes into your finance setup, because this is already done by us. We have already like done all the settings here. So you're not required to do any changes into your finance setup. Last one is your integration. So these are few platforms with which Alignbook have integration. For example, if you are going with the ICICI Bank integration, then you can simply manage all your banking from software only. You can send payment links and payment reminders to your customer. You can easily reconcile your like you can do easily the bank reconciliation. You can set the payment dues for your vendors, and you can like manage all your banking things from software only. You are not required to do any manual entry into the software. And nowadays like e-commerce is very famous. So if you want to manage those platforms also from the software only, then you can go for that, like Razorpay, Amazon, Paytm, Shopify. You can make the integrations and you can use them from software only. So for integration, you have to raise a ticket from here, and our team will coordinate with you for your integration process. So this was all about the level 1, that is your dashboard and your company setup. If you have any query in this, feel free to reach out to us. This is our support option. You can call us on our IVR number, or you can raise a support ticket for yourself by clicking on click here to raise support ticket, and our team will coordinate with you. Thank you everyone.